Hey Phrozen community, it's Claire. Did you know that you can make metal rings with 3D printed models? Well, today we're going to show you how to cast metal with 3D printed designs. We're also really honored to invite the renowned Taiwanese metalworking expert, Mr. Tsai Chang-Hung, to demonstrate the workflow. We're using the Sonic Mini 8K for the highest precision possible and the castable W20 green resin. Now, without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let's print the rings. And like the usual 3D printing process, you'll have to clean the model and fully cure it after printing. After printing, I bet you guys are excited to see how to turn this into this. To turn our 3D printed model into metal, there are some critical post-processing steps that we need to perform. First, remove the supports. Second, mount the design onto the wax tree. Third, create the plaster cast. Fourth, heat it in the furnace. Fifth, centrifugal casting. Lastly, grinding and polishing. With that being explained, follow the whole video for more detailed instructions. To avoid damaging the details on the ring, we'll use the sonic saber to cut off the supports, but leave some of the base. Don't worry, we'll sand off the excess tips after casting metal. The first step is to mount the ring onto the wax tree. We'll drill a hole on the model and dip the wax into the hole until it overflows slightly. Then attach the wax stick and cut it off. As shown in the animation, this will allow the model to connect better with the wax tree. Now let's make the plaster cast. Since the plaster dries super quick, make sure to finish the process within 2 minutes. Stir the plaster evenly and pour it into the tube. Put it into the vacuum machine to get rid of the bubbles inside the plaster. You can see that the plaster is overflowing. That's why we covered it up with a cup to prevent it from leaking. After scraping off the excess plaster, set the plaster tube aside for around 20 minutes until it fully dries. After it dries, put it into the furnace to bake for 4.5 hours at 150 degrees Celsius. Then raise the temperature to 600 degrees and let it bake for another hour before raising the temperature once again until it reaches 750 degrees. Next, melt metal in the centrifuge. Then transfer the plaster tube to the centrifuge and spin it for approximately 1 minute. Remove it from the centrifuge and quench in water to break the tube and dissolve the plaster. Now the casting process is done. You can see that the casted metal still looks really rough. So the next part is to grind and polish it. First, we'll use pliers to remove the ring from the tree. Then use a copper brush to clean the surface of the ring. File any remaining supports and the base of the ring. And then polish it with sandpaper. Apply a thin layer of jeweler's rouge to the polish machine and polish the ring. And that's it! Your casted ring is now complete. Well, that's all for today's introduction to metal casting with 3D printing. Now, let's take a look at the finished ring with mounted crystals and some of Mr. Tsai's other beautiful creations. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you now have a better understanding of the metal casting process. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you next time. Bye!